Good morning, friends. My voice is slowly coming back, and that's okay. We're just going to give it time to heal. Today is Thursday, February the 23rd. Listen, last night, I forgot to mention anything about Barbara Mixon. You know who Barbara Mixon is, right? Miss Mixon is Miss Libby's caregiver, Alex's mother's caregiver. She took the stand yesterday, and I was like, oh, I want to lean in and hear every word Miss Mixon has to say. So here's the thing, though. Miss Mixon has worked for the Murdaugh family for 42 or 43 years. That's a long time. That's a super long time. Like, she knew Alex when he was a young troublemaker and not an old troublemaker like he is now. The problem with Miss Mixon's testimony is that Alex killed her credibility long before she got on the stand. And let me tell you how. I don't know if you remember this. When he was in detox and he was giving his statement about like the drugs and the roadside shooting and whatever, when he was talking to SLED, they asked him, where did you get all these drugs? And he said, Curtis Eddie Smith. And they said, is there any place else? And he said, from time to time, I got them from Barbara Mixon, my mother's caregiver. And I was like, oh, really? You just put Miss Mixon out there like that? Okay. I see you, Alex. Now, we know this boy lies as often as he opens his mouth. So whether or not she actually gave him drugs is anybody's guess. For a man that she loves like a son, like one of her children, if she felt like he needed a little extra oxy or whatever, maybe she could make a way. Maybe she got a second cousin who sells cocaine. I don't know what they're doing down there. But Alex is the one who said that from time to time, Miss Mixon would get him his pills. So as soon as they called her name, my first thought was, oh, Alex drug dealer is taking the stand. And then she got up there and I was like, this sweet little old lady. Now, it's a 97% chance that Alex lied about her being his drug dealer or sharing her, however you want to call it. There's an excellent chance that he lied, but still that thought was in the back of my mind. I wanted to hear her testimony because I immediately thought, oh, I wonder what his drug dealer has to say. Now, if you'll notice, go back and look at the footage. The smile that came over his face when she got up there on the stand, I know that he has warm feelings towards her, and I think that's lovely. When she got off the stand, she hugged John Marvin. I think she also might have touched or squeezed or something. Buster, like, she knows this family. She's been with them literally for a lifetime. She's been with them since what, the 70s, the 80s? That's a long, long time. And would she lie for them? My guess is yes. The other interesting thing, though, was that she got a gentle examination. Tell us about your day. Tell us about this, that, and the other thing. She didn't remember. She was like very clear. She remembered everything. She remembered Maggie was coming. She remembered that it was all planned. When asked on cross-examination, then she couldn't remember nothing. Oh, her mind was like a steel trap when Jim Griffin was interviewing her. But when the other guy got up there, the prosecution got up there, she was like, I don't know, I don't remember. Okay, Miss Mixon, we see how you're rolling. You know what I think happened? I think somebody in the Murdaugh family went to her and was like, remember June 7th when Maggie called you and she was like, uh-huh. And they said, didn't she say that she was going to make you dinner? Uh-huh. Like, wasn't it planned that she would come to the house? Uh-huh. Did you see a blue tarp? Have you ever seen a blue tarp? Listen, I don't care if that woman saw a blue tarp every single day of her life in that house. The answer was always going to be no. They have taken care of her. She has taken care of them because trust and believe, that is a mutual relationship. When my kids were little, we had a nanny for them, a babysitter, whatever you want to call it. We had childcare who was here, came to the house every day and was in my house for many, many hours a week. When my kids were little, and I was working, my husband was working, They spent more time with the babysitter than they spent with us because she was with them all day long. And she traveled with us. She went on vacation with us. She took care of my babies. To me, to this day, that woman and her family are still my family. If you look at my vacation pictures, people are like, who is that lady in the background? I'm like, oh, that's Desiree. And when it wasn't Desiree, it was Desiree's sister. You know what I mean? Like the families were very, very enmeshed. And I love that family, my nanny's family or whatever. She's not even a nanny now. She's just a friend. But all of that to say, all of that time has built loyalty. And Alex slit that woman's throat in plain sight when he said that she had dealt him drugs. So, Miss Mixon, go on, sit down, girl. Go. You could take your wig off. You could take your bra off. You could put your feet up and ignore the rest of this trial. That family is still going to love you regardless. Me, I'm going to be giving you the side eye from now until forever. Plus, she's 72. Why don't they retire that woman? They love her so much. When Miss Libby dies, what's going to happen? Because Miss Libby, bless her, is not long for this world. Truthfully, Miss Mixon might not be either. You think they're giving her health care? Come on now. The Murdaughs? No. They love Miss Mixon for what she can do for them. I think they love her because she raised them. She's been around. She a part of the family. But Barbara Mixon, girl, you have no credibility, ma'am. And you know who did that to you? Alex, because he cuts everybody's throat. His whole family better watch out. The reason they didn't bail him out is probably because they like, yo, if we let him out of jail, this fool has access to guns. Who knows if we're even safe? Listen, I'm safe. I hope you were safe. My voice is slowly coming back to life. I've been doing a lot of vocal rest. I got my hair all tied up. I'm wearing a turban. I think I'm gonna make a collection of these. I like this. This is just an old piece of fabric that I cut and dyed. This used to be white. I'm growing my dreadlocks back. For 20 years, I had very, very long dreadlocks and then I cut them all off. And I loved my short hair. But now I'm like, you know what? I could use a little hair. I could soften my look. I could be a little more feminine. Although, do not get it twisted. I am feminine and divine, no matter what my hair looks like. But I'm really loving this look. There's a lot of Muslim women in my community, and they wear the hijab. Some wear abaya, but a lot just wear the hijab or the head wrap. And I'm like, ooh, that's pretty. I'm going to get me one of those. And after like forever of trying, now I could tie my hair up in 2 seconds, just like my Muslim sisters. I'm like, okay, I am rocking this. I'm gonna get some different colors, maybe a nice earring. We're gonna see what happens. Listen, if I show up on this channel in a burqa, you will know it is just for fashion. I'm not a religious person. I'm super vain, never get it twisted. Am I short? Yes. Am I chubby? Yes. Am I super, super vain? I want to look cute all the time? Yes. Even when I show up here with no makeup, I'm like, oh, she's adorable today. No matter what the skin is doing, no matter what the hair is doing, as far as I'm concerned, it's fabulous. You know who else is fabulous? You. Okay, y'all. I'm going to go back on vocal rest and trial watch, and I will see you after court today. Bye.